was ready. Why wouldn't it, right? How is everybody? Oh my God, look at you guys. Let me try to fix this. Trying to fix this. You know, it would not be a live stream without some fuckery with the camera, right? You know, oh, there. Okay, it would have to be some ridiculous issue with the camera always, right? How is it, everybody? I'm live. I don't see anybody. Oh, there you are. Hi, you guys. I'm like, I don't see anybody. You know, there's going to be some fuckery with the camera. Look, orange streak down there, non-orange there. You know, I got to move the light. I got to move the light. Oh my God. I wasn't ready to start, but it like literally started. Let's see. Let's see. Look, you guys, this, I'm only here for a minute. Oh my God, too much light. Yeah, it's a real delicate balance, and I don't have an ounce of it in my common sense at all. So, okay. I don't know. I don't like the orange, so hold on. Hold on, you guys. I know I'm insane doing this every time, but I cannot help it. Okay. I can't wear bronzer on my cheeks anymore. Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Oh, how annoying. Let's see how this goes. How does this go? Hi, you guys. Yeah, I know it's bronzer. I guess Trump wears bronzer, but it's the shine in it. I can't stand it. I wasn't ready to sign on and it just went on, so I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Okay, this is gonna have to do. Maybe if I sit in a different way. Oh God, here we go again. There, less shiny. It's bronzer, you know, because I was so tired. Yeah, no, it's just that, you know, I'm a perfectionist sometimes. How are you guys? Hi from Vancouver. I know, I'm mentally ill with the camera lights. I can't help it. I did hit Starbucks because I have a class after this. Pluto's in Aquarius. I fucking hate it already. I haven't had peace and quiet because I have a stellium in Cancer and I have a stellium in Leo. So I've been hit with Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. As you know, my son died during that time. The degree that it went back into 29 is we're in court. And now, of course, okay? Of course, I'm a Leo, so, and I've got a stellium. So I've got Moon, Mercury, almost Venus, because it's at 29 degrees, explaining my whole entire love life. But anyway, I got all that shit right there. So it's it's just terrible. Orange man bad. Why the hell is he hiring Dr. Oz? What is that? I want to see Dr. Oz. Who is Dr. Oz? Who is that guy? A stellium. 4 more planets in the same sign. Toronto. So yeah, so I have Cancer and I have Leo. So basically, it's a horrible thing. It's going to spend the rest of my life being traumatized by Pluto, with a first house Pluto, by the way. So it's nothing I'm not used to. Dr. Oz, why would you hire Dr. Oz? I mean, who would fucking hire Dr. Oz? Why? Who is he? First of all, he's a weirdo. Secondly, he was set up by Oprah. So we want him in there? I mean, I'd rather have Dr. Phil than Dr. Oz. I'd rather have Dr. Phil than Dr. Oz. Seriously. But I don't know what Dr. Oz is doing. Yeah, but I have more Leo than just that. And I also have the same amount of Cancer. So, yeah, he may have been long ago after he left his country and whatever, but I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't want entertainers in my government. No, he's not going to hire Dr. Phil. I'm just saying I would prefer Dr. Phil to Dr. Oz. Yeah, it's clown world. I don't want these entertainers as government. We're not hiring freaking puppet Canada. Hello from communist Canada. I salute you for staying in communist Canada. I'm from communist Canada. China. What do my cousins call it? China. Yep. Orangeville, Ontario. You guys, I know all your areas, all of it. You guys, Linda, I just missed that. Anyway, no, it's weird. It's just weird. Anyhow, this is just an yeah, Dr. Phil is from Oprah too. I would rather have Dr. Phil than Dr. Oz. All things said the same. I'd rather have Dr. Phil. Dr. Oz is just shady. Trudeau is that bad? Oh God. Out comes the mic. Is Trudeau that bad? Yes. He hired a pedophilic cabinet. Yes. 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 Peter Danglish was one of his humanities minister in 1916. 2016. Peter Danglish on the government was arrested for going to Nepal and molesting young boys. That's number one. His college roommate already on the cabinet, also arrested for pedophilia. So yeah, his choice in people is pedophilic. They have a thing in the Canadian school system, okay, in the Canadian school system where they teach you how to have sex in school. School is not for that. You don't need to teach my children how to have sex or your children or anybody else. You know, you don't need to do that. So yes, he is that bad. Canada, I always felt was, I mean, the country is exquisitely gorgeous. There is not a prettier place than Canada. From one end to the other, it's magnificent. It's incredibly magnificent. The country is beautiful. There are less people there. It is incredible, but the people are good people and they listen to their government and they actually believe what their government says. And it is a socialist country. I don't care what they say. It's a socialist. So the doctors, the lawyers, the entertainers, they come to America so they can get out of being capped down financially and they can earn what they want instead of being in a system where they can only hit this level because, you know, no, they have sex education in the thing. I mean, I grew up in Canada. I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there. I was like, bye. Of course, now I'm here. I'm in jail. I'm in lockdown over here. So, you know, I jumped from one hot pan into another, burnt my feet on both sides. So I don't know what to say. Hi from Arleta. I know it well. But yeah, it was, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I love Canada, but it is problematic. Everything is about fairness and everybody should have the same thing. And no, you shouldn't. If you don't work, you don't deserve to get what, you don't deserve whatever. Canada's socialist. Socialist always fails. That's just my opinion. You cannot give everybody everything. What you could do is get rid of the government and people live off the land and live their life and live, you know, whatever. But is there any good country? No, I'm on planet. I'm on a prison planet. No, I don't know. It depends where you live. I mean, we live in Canada and the US is better than living in Haiti or someplace in, you'll die before they get you. Exactly. I hope so. I mean, it's better than living in Haiti, right? Or wherever. It's better. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Italy either. I don't want to live in those countries. I mean, you know, Idaho potatoes. I do like potatoes. That's a good argument. Potatoes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what to say. God, I don't even know what you're saying there. But anyway, UK, well, UK, they opened their borders. Now, I had clients that came to me and they were from Sweden and they went back because they lived in Santa Monica and they were getting sick of Santa Monica. If you know Santa Monica, you know Santa Monica, right? So anyway, they moved back and she messaged me and she's like, I can't, oh, God, I know, I can't handle the weather in Northern Ontario. Oh, no, I can't. You're trying to escape Canada. Gemini Queen, I get it. I ran. I kept running. I would get caught and have to come back. Like I started running at 14. You know that. I've told the story. But nonetheless, it's very depressing weather. There's 2 months of glorious, like, beautiful spring and summer. It's still very cold. I remember being a little kid and in the month of March, I'd be going to school with my jacket on, take my jacket off, put my little shorts on because the sun came out and I'd be like, sun. Yeah, I know. It was horrible. Anyway, yes, snow It's dark in Alaska. I can only imagine. But no, what I was going to say with the Swedish people or my clients that went back to Sweden, the country is overrun, and this is going to be problematic for people to hear because they take it personally. I too am an immigrant, okay? But the immigrants or the people from outside the country, whatever you want to call them, that came in were predominantly male, predominantly 30, and predominantly physically aggressive. So draw your conclusions from there. Thank you so much for the super chat. So when you see that, when they open borders and they don't vet their people, if you let 100 men in, you got to let 100 women in, I would think. But they don't do that. I really relate. Aw, Evelyn, I'm sorry. You get it. But it's just, I don't know what to say. I mean, I left. I couldn't wait. I couldn't handle the thinking in Canada, like the thinking of people. My brain didn't compute. Yeah, immigrants. I was illegal, now I'm legal. So I had to go through the process. Are we going to see a nuclear war? Why do people... No, you're seeing war every day. There's war in the Middle East. And Biden just did what he did, whatever he did. So, I mean... Yeah, Toronto is interesting. It was one of the most satanic cities I ever lived in. So it's interesting you say cliquey because it was very satanic. It was very New England and it was very old school and you could feel the Satanism there. And I felt it as a child. I told people, no one listened to me. They thought I was cuckoo, so I shut up eventually and then left. Let's see, I was born in Portugal but raised in the US. I don't know if Portugal's good or not. It's not about Putin. Putin's not doing anything. No, Putin. I don't believe Putin's doing anything. And I'm just going to say this to you with any country, China, Russia, India, Africa, you have your house, right? So your house is on a street. Just say it's on a street and there's 10 houses on the street. Does house number 9 get to come cross your front door, walk in, sit there because they feel like they're entitled to? Do they get to do that without you inviting them? That's what a border is. A border is, hi, we're going to let you come in, right? I know. I don't believe any of it. Putin has a right to defend Russia and Ukraine has a right to defend the Ukraine. They both have rights. None of them have a right to your tax money. Let me put it that way. So whoever is causing the kerfuffle over there, the ridiculous, whatever that is, they should be paying for their own fight. Like if I want to take something on, I have to build it up myself and go after it from my end. I'm not asking my neighbor to pay for my shit over here. It's not a country without a border. Yeah, no, I know. That's my point. People go, oh, let them in, let them in. I'm like, let them in your house. Let them in your house. I don't want people, strange people in my house. Yeah, I feel Trump is going to be inaugurated. I feel like, hi, Anthony. Yeah, I know. We're trying to get Anthony out of Toronto. No, they spend our tax money. Biden, as his last act as president, did what he did. Go Google it. I'm not saying it. I don't even care to talk about it, but that's what he did. So I don't even think he did it. I think they're all ridiculous. Who are these people? Billions of dollars have gone to a country and it's money laundering. Let's just look at what it is. It's just bullshit. Anthony, go pick up Gemini Queen. She needs help getting out too. Anthony has a car service. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's terrible, but see, they're messing with us. It's so, whatever. I don't know what to say. It's ridiculous using taxpayers' money. The point is it's our money. That's the point. The point is, yes, downtown Toronto is fucking crazy. When I go to the East Coast to visit, so if I go to New York or I go to Toronto, I bounce off walls. I'm not the same person. I calmed down when I came here and I lost a lot of my hyper sight there. I cannot function as in I'm completely, it's not normal for me. So I can't go back there a lot because I know they help everybody else. So That's like your parents helping the people 4 blocks down rather than feeding you dinner. And if people don't understand that, I can't explain it to them because they're deliberately being stupid, and I don't want to play the stupid game with the stupid people. So, well, what do you think our tax money's doing? 500 billion or whatever? Go look up the amount. I don't know. I actually don't know the amount was sent over there. Whatever it is, ask yourself, for a war, why is your tax dollars that clown is sending over there for a war? Why? Why are your tax dollars going to fight and murder people? For whatever reason. Why? Why do we care? I don't care what they do over there. I don't care. That's to them and the people they're fighting. Just like you don't care who I'm fighting if I'm arguing with my neighbor over a fence. You don't care. Right? Right. Other countries are not entitled to our money. They're not. I don't care what you say. Take your own money and fund the war down there. Actually, if you do that, you'll end up in jail for that. Yeah. No, these people, and they take it, they take it. No, it is robbery. It is our money only. I pay so much in taxes. Yeah, I mean, California, thanks to Gavin Newsom, we now have 65 more cents a gallon because we didn't have enough. We're the highest state paying. And he's also made California a sanctuary state, which is interesting because people are afraid that the immigration, whatever, people, ICE, I guess it's ICE, they will come and, do this. I don't have any strengths. I'm just who I am. I don't look at myself the way other psychics look at themselves. I don't even care. But we're be paying $7 a gallon here in California, in the USA. No, we have the highest. But anyway, yes, California is like Ontario, except Ontario's dollar is down. If your guy's dollar went up, I'd go buy a house over there. But nonetheless, Newsom did that. He turned us into a sanctuary. He passed like 6 bills before Orange Man Bad gets into office, and that's what he did. You know what I mean? So we're going to be in hurting because here's the problem. It's not even funny, but how do I want to word this without getting hate? It's not even funny, but there are so many people, and I'm just saying to you, when I came to this country, I had to agree to not take American money. I had to sign a document that says you will not get welfare, food stamps, or anything like that. Okay, that's me. I had to sign that. Why did they not have to sign that? Why did they get to have something when they come here? I'm just curious. I mean, seriously, I had to do it. I had to do the green card thing. So explain to me that. I also had to be medically checked. Explain to me that. Yeah, Obama, I know. But even if they have a right to come here, but they have to step forward and do that. I had to step forward and I had to do that. That's what I had to do. Yeah, that's what I had to do. No, I don't care. I don't need money from the government. I don't give a shit. I don't take it, never taken it, won't take it. Even if it's my money, I will take Social Security because I've earned it, but I don't take from a government because you owe them. I know that. If you take money, these women, when they're young and they take money from a man and they're like, oh, he's got money, I'm going to marry him. It's not your money. And that man who has money does not think it's your money, okay? He is not giving it to you. He will fight you tooth and nail even if you have 10 kids with him. He doesn't care. Men do not like women. So when they marry you and they have money, don't ever think it's yours. Make your own money, even if it's modest money. Keep your own money, learn how to work yourself, and do that. Yeah, I don't know why my super chats aren't working. I'm sure they've shut me off, on that. I don't know what to say, but I feel like everybody has to make their own money. Never rely on another single person in your life. And that's not a trauma response. That's reality, okay? Reality. Do not ever, 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 especially a man, assume they will help you. They will never help you. Never. They may help you in the beginning because they like your vagina and they want to get in it. But as soon as they're sick of you, you're not getting shit. Even if you go to court and fight them, they will figure out a way. Many a man says, I'm not going to work. They'll have to put it on my driver's license. I'm going to go to another state. I'm leaving the country. Blah, 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 blah. They won't do it. Us women do take care of our families. And I know that. We do that, okay? Because I'm still paying back the other way. So I know that, but I don't see men doing it. I see myself doing it, but I don't see other men doing it, ever. They say they take care of families. Who's doing the cooking and cleaning? Who's driving the kids to school? Who's doing all of that? No, don't take money from a man. I'm not a sprinkle sprinkle. I'm not a gold digger. I'm none of that shit. I will never do that shit. I can't. You know why? Because there's an unspoken attachment when you go with a man with money. He expects something from you. I don't want you to have an expectation of me. I am an underachiever. I just want to live my fucking life. Do you know what I'm saying? I do not want the expectation of, I purchased you, I make millions, you're supposed to be my wife, you need to, I don't want that. I don't want that. I will take care of myself and only myself, and I don't, either you like to come along with me or you don't. I don't want that expectation. Mm-mm. I am an underachiever. I pride myself in it. No, I do. I stayed dormant for many years, many, many years. So I definitely, I gave up in my 30s on my life. It's just that my son died, so now I'm here because I can't sleep. But I hear it every day. I hear it from clients every single day that they have kids with men who are fighting them instead of being respectful. And there are women who try to take. I'm not going to say they don't, but you have kids. Take care of your kids. You have an obligation. Whether you like your ex-wife, think she's a skank, a whore, a two-bit bitch, doesn't matter. You have an obligation, and you're the one that married her. Okay? You're the one that I gave up in my 30s. I just thought I'll just sleep. I wish I hadn't, because Keith was there then, but it was very hard mentally for me. I just thought, you got nothing, you are nothing, just go to bed, get up and do it. And that's really what I thought. I still think that. It's just I cannot sleep, so I have to exhaust myself so I can sleep. So I'm not on medicine. And that's the truth. I don't care what people say. Doesn't matter. Yes, I'm reading these. Does she read these? She does read them. She does read them. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I can't see them all because I'm like, squinting. But anyway, yeah, this place is something. And the way that you are conditioned, like I listen to people and they're like, I don't care. But see, the thing is, truthfully, I don't care if I make a difference. I didn't set out to be who I am to make a difference. Some people say they want to make a difference. They're like, I want to make a difference. That didn't occur to me in my life. I'm just being who I am. I'm really being honest. I don't think I had any goals to like do this. I just want to live what's correct for me morally, period. And that is what I have done. That's what I've done. So I have done that. That's just it. Advice, 29-year-old unmarried woman. It depends if you want to have kids. Do you want to get, no, I'm not looking for, that's not what I'm looking. I'm telling you what I see when I see myself. It does not matter what you say to me. I see myself. I keep tabs on myself. Nothing anybody says to me matters but what I say to me, good or bad. That's my point. That's my point. Everybody makes a difference is my point. Everybody. Nobody is special. Nobody is not special. Nobody is special. It's really just whatever it is. You might be special if you operate on someone and save their life in the midst of something. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing that is a heightened ability for sure. So I just say that. But here's what happened today, y'all. Here's what happened today. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it's my own moral code. That's what I'm saying. I'm always going to help people because that is who I am. I was that way when I was a little kid. This is who I am. Okay? This is who I am as a person, period. No matter what you say, no matter if I go to jail, it doesn't matter. I am still going to help people. I go out of my way. I give the shirt off my back. That's just actually who I am. I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I'm just not. But I don't do it because I do it because I think it's the correct way. And I have children and grandchildren. And so those children and grandchildren have to see how to live so that they don't cross over with desire lines and regrets when they die. That's it. You don't want to leave something unsaid. So you want to correct your actions. And I really believe that, no matter what it is. And you want to help other people because that is a kind thing to do. Sometimes people need the littlest bit of help, and it's so easy for you to do. That's it. That's how I think. Other people have other moral codes. They don't give two shits. Like Oprah. She doesn't care because she keeps her money and gets paid. You know what I mean? Right. So anyway, listen to this. So I'm watching TikTok this morning and I'm doing my hair and I'm getting ready to go to class early and my TikTok shuts off. So I click back on and it says you've been locked out or whatever. So I put the password, I do the double verification. It says your account has been banned for community guidelines violation. I'm like, I haven't posted on there in like a month. I haven't posted on there in like a month. I have no idea. And it's weird because my lawyer yesterday, I had to hire a lawyer. It's cost me money to have to go after TikTok people. There's 200 accounts out there copying me, okay? Saying they're me, stealing my image. Now I'm going to say this once and for all. So I don't have a TikTok right now. So those people are definitely not me because I have been banned, okay? So my website is my name, sloanbella.com. My emails go to whatever at sloanbella.com. That is how you know that those are not me. All of my names are directed to my website. That's it. I do not run my businesses off of these or earn money necessarily off of these because they can take it like that. They can take it like that. Okay. So anyway, my lawyer had filled out a thing where you show your driver's license and you show your name. So my name, Sloan Bella, is on all of my documents, driver's license, because it's my freaking birth name with my married name, right? And so I did, and she sent it in, and then this morning I got banned. So they either are stupid and they think that I'm one of my copiers, or there's another reason for it. But it's really like, how dare you? I don't know what to say, but that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. So there's no me on TikTok. It's not me, y'all. TikTok said I was 12 and banned. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've had to show my ID before. It's really weird because I don't think I've violated community guidelines. The other thing that I saw was they took one of my videos off for copyright. My videos are my videos. I don't put people's pictures in them. I don't do anything in anybody's videos but talk like this. It's not copywritten. This is me. So it's so fucking evil. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm on Rumble. I'm on Patreon. I'm going to say this again. It's a lot of work to do it. I can barely keep up. I tried to go on Cameo. I can't keep up with it. I've got too much actual work. So I don't know what to say. Of course, they're going to try. They tried it, but you'll never shut me up. And I don't care if you kill me. So whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Do what you got to do. Do it. Yeah, exactly. Right. No, it's just terrible. It's every time. It's just, maybe because the Jimi Hendrix picture. No, I'm not. I don't usually sit here. I doubt it. It's my picture and he's a public figure. It's my picture, public figure. So if they sell it in public, you can have it. That's it. So it's weird. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to start everything. It's hard. I know people yell at me, and I've been saying this for 5 years, but I don't have a team. Okay? I do not have a team. I don't have a team because having a team means you have to sit down and take the time. I cannot sit still. So I'm sitting still here, but I'm out the door at 7 o'clock and I'm gone. And I won't sit still till midnight when I come home and I get up at 4. So I'm just not going to sit still. I'm just being honest. I don't care if it's mentally ill. I don't care what people think. So I cannot sit in my house. I like to be doing things. So with a team, it drives me crazy. When I have to do readings, I have to sit still, but obviously I can't talk to third-party people while I'm doing readings, right? So yeah, it's so weird. No, I haven't read Quincy Jones. But I do the best I can do in my life. So there's that. My classes, I'm still trying to get that done. I have somebody typing up paperwork. Let's see. I've had people pretending me reported it. I know it's just so stupid. Allie Carter's okay. Allie Carter's okay. Yeah, I never reach out to people and ask you if you want a reading. I don't do that because I just don't. Like, you can book on my website. I have a few more. I have 5 more text questions I'm answering back. So you 5 out there that are like 7, 8 days, maybe 12 days into it, I'm answering back. I opened up my text questions again, and I opened up the emailed astrology natal charts. They're the emailed ones. So you'll click the astrology link and you can go to emailed astrology. I'm not doing the recorded readings right now, but I did open the other ones up. So that I'm doing at Christmas because people like to give those for Christmas gifts and that kind of thing. Yeah, I can't sit still. I couldn't sit still before Keith died, but I really can't sit still now. It's not something I'm able to do. I have no books I recommend. I read all my books 40, 45, 50 years ago. 55 years. No, I was like probably second grade, 7, 8, 9, whatever, third grade. So my books are, I can't even remember them. I got rid of all my books. I have maybe 6 books and some of them were written in the 1900s. I would say take a beginner astrology class, get yourself an ephemeris, learn how to read this, learn how to erect a chart from hand, okay, from hand. I'm not cooking. I don't even think we're doing anything on, I'm not doing anything. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't ask. I don't care. Yeah, so I don't want to, I don't care. I don't care about any holiday they put on the calendar. I think it's all crap. But you guys have fun. You guys have fun. Yeah. No, I don't care. I don't, if I can't cook for my son, I don't want to cook. So yeah, that kind of thing. I have ordered dinner for Thanksgiving, but yes. No, that's how you learn astrology. You have to get an ephemeris. Get an ephemeris, okay? So this is a noon ephemeris. Get an ephemeris. Get a 1900s ephemeris. And then this is 2000s. Open it up. This is the planetary movement. Sun, Venus, Mars across each date of each month for whatever year, okay? So it tracks the planets. Thank you for that. It tracks the planets. Then take those planets, get your atlas, look for the latitude and longitude of the place the person's born, subtract or add the amount of hours, so from Greenwich Mean Time. So start with a course like that will teach you, but we all have computers now. Hence, that's the problem. So, no, it's called an ephemeris. It's called an ephemeris. This one happens to be yellow, but here, if you, can you see it? Like, okay, so September 2018, if you look, I don't know if you can see that. You go to the day and you go across, and that's the planetary position. So you learn how to read the signs. The signs, when put into a chart, show you the movement of the energy of the person. That's how you read it, but you have to know how to erect it correctly so that you know, right? That's what I would say. So I do drink tea. Because I'm Canadian, we drink tea because we're British background, whatever. So yes, I do that, and I do water. I gotta admit, when I go out, I drink Diet Coke. Don't kill me. It's my happy spot because it's full of fucking chemicals. Yeah. That's it, but it's like a couple of times a week, and then I try not to buy it in my house, but truth is I'm probably going to buy it so I can have a yummy Diet Coke. I put lemon in it so I don't taste the chemical. That's how addicted I am to Diet Coke. That's my problem. I know. And butter tarts, which I try not to eat. Leo is my moon sign. Sun, moon, and rising in Leo. Everything in the 12th house. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter in the 12th house, Leo, Cancer. Venus, Mars, Jupiter conjunct the 12th house from the 11th. Basically a 12th house person. That's why I have the viewpoint I do. I don't know what chart companies are legit out there. I have no idea. Because I don't pay attention to it. Honestly. I mean, you either know astrology or you don't. I know it's smart not to drink Diet Coke. It's smart. It's smart. So yeah, it's just very smart. I have 6 different foundations on right now. I ordered something, oddly enough, off of TikTok shop that changes with the color of your skin, but it made my skin too white. So then I put on Lancome and Too Faced. And then I put dark powder on over it. And obviously too much Orange Man bad blush. So there was that. What is your symbol of beauty? Who is your symbol of beauty? I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't care. I don't have a symbol. I have no hair. I cut my hair off because men like long hair. That should tell you. My symbol of beauty is myself. Face first. No altering of the face is a symbol of beauty. So anybody who I can see their face without a bunch of shit in their face is beautiful to me. Everybody's beautiful, just in different ways. I don't look at people on the TV anymore as beautiful because I know Matt did withdraw. But anybody who literally doesn't put shit in their face, I like that. So whoever you are without the shit in your face, I like how you look. Yeah, no shit. Don't put that shit in. It's just not good. I think that. I had some young girls in class yesterday and they're like, what do you do? Because they didn't know how old I was. They thought I was 45. I'm like, keep saying it. The room was dark. So I'm like, anyway, I used to hate when people said I have strong features. I have an angular face and I used to want to just smack people. They're like, your features are so sharp. Like, that's a compliment. But yeah, strong features. I get what you're saying. Used to hate it when I was younger. I'm almost dead, so I don't care. Meaning, the last half of my life is there. Nobody looks good in that part. You look presentable, but your youth is gone. So whatever, who cares? So it doesn't matter. You got to get used to it. The cellulite, the jiggly skin, the fucking bullshit all over your body, the hair, all of that. I don't know that it's a compliment. It used to strike me as an insult because Keith and I hated the cheekbone comments because it was so insulting growing up because you don't look like other people. Well, I was adopted, so I didn't look like them. So I always took it to be an insult because I looked so different than they looked. So it's always like, oh, look at how you look, but you don't look like them. So you can't place yourself in a group. Most of us can place ourselves with our families or whatever. And I look like my son and my son looks like me. But which dead people, nobody's reaching out. I haven't been focused on it. So if they are, these are my real cheekbones. So yeah. No, I haven't heard of Dr. whoever Hillerman. I think you said Anthony. Yes, yeah. Well, adopted, you don't look like your adopted family. So when they look at you, you look different. I wasn't as tall. I didn't have blue eyes. I wasn't brunette. My dad was blonde, but they were all tall and I was short. I had a different way of viewing the world. I had brown eyes. They all have blue eyes. You know, I have saggy skin too. I hate it. On my legs when I'm in class in shorts and I'm hanging upside down, I swear to God, when I'm inverting, I'm looking at my thighs and the crepey shit on my skin and I'm like, I can't stand it. I still do it, but I'm like, because you're in it, like, look, I got the bodysuit on under here and you're in like underwear and you're trying to, because you have to use your skin on the pole. I hate it because when I'm upside down, I can see that. And when I'm doing leg lifts, I can see it. It makes me nuts. Like I can't look under my leg when I'm doing downward dog and doing the kick-ups because I see that. And when I see that, I go home like psychotic. So it makes me crazy. 5'6", I'm 5'6". Very average in everything. Average weight, average everything. Just like middle of the road. I'm not tall, I'm not short. We have a girl in Silk's class. She's 5 feet tall because we measured against the board. There's like a measure thing. So the silks are 20 feet high. So when I climb up the silks, I got to mention it. I'm like, I climbed up 1 Carla. I climbed up 2 Carlas. I climbed up 3 Carlas. That means you went up 15 feet if you went up 3 Carlas. Anyway, so she's the tiniest in our class, but 5'6" is not above average. It's really not. It's really not. That's what they tell you, but it's really not. Yes, 4'10". That's a little bit on the short side, but that's also a genetic thing, which you can't help, and I'm sure it's darling. Problem is you can't climb up on the counters to get shit. No, it's not. My mother was not my birth mother. My birth mother was the same height. My sister's the same height, birth sister. My adopted mother was 5'10". I mean, the family's tall. My husband's ex-husband's family, those women are tall. They're 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". So I'm surrounded by white people who are tall. I can only tell you that. Anyway, I have step stools in here. Because I have to get up in the high cabinets. So I put all the cat litter up high. I figure it's exercise up and down, but it's really stupid. I was adopted out of an orphanage at a year old, just about 10 and a half, 11 months. So no one adopted me for the first part of my life because I was the white baby. How about that one? So yeah, I was born in a hospital and then went to whatever orphanage for babies. There were about 40 of us in this holding place for the babies, and so that's it. 6'5" is a great height. All the men in my life have been well over 6'2". I don't know if you're short. I don't care. It's interesting, but family members, I don't see short people. But apparently, my birth dad was short, so that's so interesting because Keithy was 6'4", so and Jason's 6'3". And so that's really interesting that that my biological dad was short. That's the funny part of it all. Because yeah, let's see. Yeah, Diddy's mom is not his mom. Yeah, they can skip a generation, thank God, because my kids would not. Well, John's family's very tall too. All of the uncles were 6'2.5", and John is almost 80, and he's still well over 6 feet. So he's not short. He's tall and angular, still tall. And I love that. Honestly, I love, I don't like, I don't know if you guys know it, but they push this on men to like get all steroidy and shit. And Keith's older brother, Jimmy, I always show the picture, up there in the black turtleneck, he was taller than 6'4". And he used to tell people he was 6 feet because he got embarrassed by being tall. So he would crouch down and tell me 6 feet. I'm like, you are not 6 feet. Shut up. Yeah, it's so interesting. Oh my God, your son is almost 7 feet. That's super tall. I'm going to say something stupid. What about basketball? I know he's probably not playing, but the tall ones might not play basketball. That's the funny part or the ironic part. Yeah, I just, whatever. If I like a person, I like them, yeah, 6'7". I think I think people come the way they come. But what I'm saying is I don't like fake steroid bodies on men. I like tall, angular. So I like musician looking men from the 70s, tall and thin. So that's it. Nephilim. It could be Nephilim. I'm not Nephilim, but yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they did breed with humans, with chest hair. Yeah. Please don't shave your undertrunks on what's in your undertrunks. If a man, I'm like, don't shave. No. They started pushing that in the 70s and 80s, though. Diddy's mom is his aunt. Yeah, he's been sleeping with his aunt. I know. Yes, Diddy's mom. It's not his bio mom. That's why he sleeps with her. Yeah, you got it right. I mean, if I like somebody, I don't see what you look like. So I'm more like, how do you talk and what is your intellect? So, that's how I want to say. I was 5'2" when I met John, 5'2", and I weighed about 102 pounds. I was 20. I hadn't finished growing. I really hadn't finished growing. And then, when I had Keith, because I used to weigh myself and measure myself at the pediatrician with the kids, because I didn't go to a doctor. I went to a birth center and I just did that. But anyway, after I had Keithy, so I had Keithy 29 turning 30, something like that. Anyway, when I did it, I went in and the pediatrician measured me and I had grown the last inch. So I grew an inch. My spine elongated. I had compressed spine and compressed neck. There's a name for it and it's a European thing. Anyway, Southern Ontario, there you go. 5'4" is a great height. I mean, you don't want to I don't know if you want to be tall. I would like to have been tall, but if I was tall, I probably wouldn't like it. If I had curly hair, I wouldn't like it. If I had straight hair, I probably wouldn't like it. You know what I mean? So we don't like what we have. But yeah, they're cat eye nails. So anyway, yeah, we all stay skinny because we just don't eat. Exactly. My boys ate. I know puberty, that's what's in the food. That's the hormones in the food. My Keithy was all about gains. Him and Jason. Jason did what John did. I didn't know there was a thing about being tall and thin and that was a problem because I was a girl and girls are always told they're fat, usually, right? I don't even care if it's trimmed. I'm old school. I don't even care. I don't care what anybody does. I worked in the strip clubs as a 14-year-old in the 80s. I've seen every kind of vagina shape, size looking, every kind of guy shape, size looking. It doesn't matter. I don't know about the hair on the butt, but I don't want hair on your back or on your ass. I'm just saying, like, you could shave that shit off, but yeah, no, whatever you are, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Um, yeah, no, I mean, seriously. No, really. I mean, when you're in the strip clubs, you've got crotch in your face all day long. That's your job. That's your job. And because I was in the nude club, so obviously everybody's naked. Everybody's naked all day long in different stages of undress. You're walking around, you may just put a scarf over your boobs or tie a scarf around your crotch. That's it. Here's the gross thing. So, back in the day, they had the best chicken wings at the strip clubs. People would eat. I'm gagging. People would eat. Yes, strippers are sex workers. I don't care. And what do you think? You're going to embarrass me or shame me? You're not going to shame me. I had to listen to it. I'm proud of what I did because I am who I am because of what I did. I'm not drunk. I'm not high. You people work a 9 to 5 and you get high and drunk every day. So go figure that one out. Anyway, okay. So having said that, they would eat because they made hamburgers, chips, chicken wings, all of that, whatever, fries, right? And so they had the horseshoe tables back then. So the girls, I know the strip club food was really good. The girls step in the horseshoe. So there's like 4 or 5 men, I forget. Let's just say 5 men in a horseshoe. Their crotch is eye line with the guys, if you get what I'm saying, because you have to step up into the horseshoe and they're eating while you're dancing. That always creeped me out. I was like, I can't. And nobody shaved anything back then, just so you know. So who, what, I mean, that would be illegal now, right? I can't think about that. The food grosses me out. The idea of the food. Then we had, no, seriously, this was in Toronto. Then we had a bar. I mean, there was a bar, just a bar. And the prostitutes, the working girls, used to sit at the bar, all dressed nice, single girls, so that when the married men or weird men came out of the strip club on their way out, they would buy, no, it's just how they ran them. They would buy the services of the women. And in Toronto, as you know, they have the hotels above the strip clubs, so you can rent the rooms upstairs. Yes. So anyway, the girls, I used to read the girls that sat at the bar because I also did the psychic work as a little 14-year-old back there. And we had one guy that ran the club that was the manager of the club. And he was like a very big, bald guy. Okay. Like, I can't even. He was a bald guy and he dressed kind of like a circus conductor. Like he had the bow tie and, people came in. Anyway, I would bring my little teenage guy friends in there and to wait for me because we'd walk home after that, so they would come in. You know what I'm describing? She knows the clubs I'm describing. Yeah, I did work at the Fillmore's. I think it was Fillmore's East. I started in Weston downtown, but I went east. And I can't remember the street it's on. But anyway, not quite as ugly as Boss Hogg. But anyway, he would stand there. He always tried to pick up my guy friends. Like I was so traumatized by the fact that he was so lecherous towards young men that it was like, ew. So my friend was like, I'm not coming to pick you up. I'll wait outside for you. So there. So anyway, did they put tips? No, I can't remember. I think they put them, I don't know where they put them. I worked at several clubs up and down the street. Brass Rail, I heard they took that down. I like the Brass Rail. Listen to this. I liked the Brass Rail when I was 14, 15, and they gave you shots of tequila, whatever the fuck you were drinking, 85 cents. 85 cents. I am that old. I'm that old. So we just get shot after shot. Is it Brass Rail is still okay? It is. I thought they took it down. Somebody emailed me they took it down. Okay. Yeah, I worked at the Brass Rail. I used to do the shower shows in that club. True story. Anyway, the tarot reading's interesting. I didn't get introduced to tarot reading. Let me say this. I was a birth-born psychic, so I got psychic information. And Zanzibar, too. Brass Rail. Yeah, Brass Rail. Well, I can tell you the shit that went on there. That's where I worked before I came to Cali. Anyway, Brass Rail, historic moment. Brass Rail is pregnant. Yeah, exactly. It's probably historic. It was such, I remember the downstairs bathroom because I threw up in it all the time. I remember the girls in the change room, some of them so drunk, you had to pick them up off the floor and push them out on their set. I mean, shit-faced drunk. Oh, the stuff, just the weird. They had and I'll tell you this, they had a mirror by the front door of the change room. This is in the brass rail. Upstairs in the change room, of course, huge mirror. So every girl on her way out the door is bending over and checking the body to make sure there are no evidence of tampons or anything. That's actually what goes on. No, I was born psychic, birth-born psychic. Like I had the ability, and I was trained in astrology, as in I've studied astrology since childhood and really went into it when I was 19, turning 20. And from there on, really studied. The tarot cards came in when we sold a house and I had an office with other psychics. And everybody read cards. I did not know. I don't need tools, but I read cards because it was fun. And that's what I did. I don't really use them now. My son was run off the road on his motorcycle. We're in court right now. The lady that pulled out in front of him and her passenger, there is court ongoing with that. So there's a series of events. He moved to avoid her, went off the road, hit a motorcycle that amputated his leg and cut the carotid artery, and he died in 10 minutes on the road. So I've said it so much. But anyway, yeah, people are born. It took me, this is year 5. It took me 5 years, 4.5 to find that woman. We found her in April, and Bobby made contact in July. So I'm especially grateful. Jason's at work, I'm assuming. He's not here. He's at work, and Tallulah's down there. No, Tallulah had her dinner. She thinks she's getting another dinner. Because I fed it to her early. She's funny, isn't she? So no, I haven't read the Bible. I know parts of it, but I, don't. Femoral artery. Yes, that's what was, he broke his neck, femoral artery, ankle, and the artery was cut because the mailbox that he hit was illegally cemented into the ground, and it was metal. So Keith tried to get out of the way of the car and another car, and went in onto someone's lawn. And when he tried to get around that, the metal caught his leg and cut through. So then that is why he gripped the bike, went up in the air. So people said he did a wheelie. He wasn't doing a wheelie. That's like a death, like he grabbed, obviously it hurt. So he grabbed and then hit a tree, hit a telephone pole, hit a tree, and then separated from the bike. That's what happened. We pretty much put that together. And then 40 minutes later, I was across the street. But for the first 40 minutes, this woman pulled over and knew what she did, and still chose not to talk to anybody about it, which is an interesting choice. So luckily, a witness told me about her, so I knew who I was looking for, and I found her. The police did not know because the witness didn't mention it, but the one witness behind Keith identified her, so I was lucky. And that's what happened. So yes, we don't know if the bike that had just had the parts on it had an issue. She's the start of the issue. So it's a series of 3 things that happened. Yeah, I hate her too. There's always karma. You'll always get caught. I mean, you'll always get caught. I prayed and prayed. I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. Yeah, the witness who was driving right behind Keith saw the car pull out, saw the woman, described the woman to me. He called me a month after the accident because he saw my sign on the street, and he was back in that area, and he told me about the woman, described her, but I couldn't find her in any of the paperwork. So that's when I had to go about it in a different way to find her. So it took 4 years and a bit. July, we found her. God is always watching. Never kid yourself. That's why I choose to act the way I do, because I know, I just feel, I don't know, it's ongoing. We are in court. It's ongoing. You have to answer, because I didn't have a lawyer until 2 weeks before. So the lawyer has to catch up on all of the paperwork that was filed against me that I wasn't responding to because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I'm waiting for her, and then a trial date will be set. So she's doing all of the preliminary work, I guess, behind the scenes, answering the shit that I let go because I couldn't find a lawyer because there's 3 separate things and it's kind of overwhelming. So when things are overwhelming, lawyers want probably very cut and dry. Yeah, it's been a lot of stress. It's always a lot of stress. Anybody who's experienced this, and there's many, does she look remorseful? No, no, she's trying to get out of it. She's trying to get out of it. All she had to do was say, I accidentally pulled out. And that's all she fucking had to say. But some people will not do that. They will not take accountability or responsibility. So I found a lovely lawyer, a woman, and she is amazing. And I'm so grateful. You have no idea. She just jumped up to help me beautifully. I mean, beautifully. Like Bobby, beautifully. Just incredible. So when you think you're at your last thing, you never know who will. That's why I'm saying they are demons. You never know who will step up to help you. She's a female. She's a woman. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. She's so lovely. And I called her because I saw her picture and she was really cute. I'm like, she's cute. She had like long blonde hair. She's very like cute, but had a strong face. So I'm like, I'm going to call her. And she just immediately, I was so grateful. Maybe Keith was directing me to her picture to pay attention to it because we were going through many people calling them. You have to repeat your story. You have to go through their assistants, and then they pass them on to the lawyers. And so some people will do it and you have to give them all yeah, Anthony, I know you understand. It's very hard. Even oh my God, Flo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Yes, exactly. You know who it is. Exactly. That's what I mean. Just because you can get away from something doesn't mean that thank you so much for the super chat. It doesn't mean, of course, she's probably drunk or high. Of course, because when they're speaking to her at one part, she just turns around like she's out of the way and she just turns around and she says, I'm praying to God. God told me to stay. And I'm like, don't use God, you fucking bitch. I'm thinking to myself. So they think you can't see. You can see. Anyway, she sounds demonic. I'm sure she was high. No, older than me. Mm-mm. Lived in the area my kids went to school from, weirdly. Lived in the area. So it's just so weird. Very weird. Anyway, it was, yeah, it's good. It's cowardly. I mean, you should just say, if it's an accident, I understand that sometimes you're not paying attention. This isn't happening. That's not happening. Whatever. We've all done it. But for God's sakes, you could save me 4 years and you could save the family because, like, why would you withhold? You know why they wouldn't withhold? Because they don't think anybody saw. They don't think people saw, but people did see. So, and people talked to her too. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, something can hijack a body. That can happen as well. So yeah, I'm not scared of anything now. I mean, if you pointed a gun at my face, that happened after Keith's funeral. I told you the story. I was driving out of my old house and there was some gangbanging going on the street, which I wasn't aware of because it was 4:00 in the afternoon. I dropped off the stuff from the funeral and all of that. Anyway, I was driving out. If I'd have gone out the bottom part of the house, the bottom driveway, I probably would have got shot. But I, for some reason, went up and around the pool and back down. And when I was going out, I saw a guy out of his car. Like I came up to the light to turn right. I saw a guy out of his car and he had a gun pointed. And I was like, what's going on? And then I could hear him screaming. So I turned around. Like my car's in the middle of the road. So the guy's here. I'm trying to get around him, but I stopped because I was going to ask him if he needed help. I was going to ask him. And then there were 5 guys shooting at him and they were shooting like, yes, they were shooting over my head. So John's calling me on the phone. No, I can't feel my son every day. No, I talk to my son every day, but I don't get confirmation that he's listening to me, if that's what you're saying. Anyway, John calls me. He's like, are you up the street? I'm like, fucking somebody's shooting. I'm stuck. I literally froze in the middle of the street. I'm sure I was afraid, but I didn't feel anything. I just stopped. I thought, well, I'll just duck and maybe they won't hit me. Then I'm just like, fuck it. And I drove by the guy with the gun and they were shooting like this. And there was a cop car driving down the street and I guess I looked stunned. So he told me to pull my window down And so he goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "I think someone's trying to kill that guy back there." And then when he turned in, oh my God, Flo, please, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. When I'm sorry for laughing. When he pulled in, he like guy, the one guy took off in the car. Then I heard the things going, and that's it. And I mean, that shit happened all the time. My kids grew up around gangbangers. I mean, their friends were shot. There were kids we knew that murdered other people. So that was the neighborhood. Period. Sorry, it's just true. Anybody who thinks that you can buy your way out of that, it's not, because it encompassed the 10-mile area where there was good cities, good schools, people buy to get in there. Thank you so much, Flo, for that. Oh my God, thank you so much. So my kids, Jason was always fighting with people across the street. There were people that were, no, it wasn't a poor neighborhood. It's Los Angeles. It's Los Angeles. The gangbangers were of a particular group. They had come across the border, etc., and they had settled in this one. There's streets that I'm not afraid of it because I talked to them. They would wave at me going in. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones that were shooting that day, but the kids that came from the gang families would wave. They know who Jason and Keith's mother and father are. They didn't do anything. But it's Los Angeles, and it's a huge condensed thing. So no, it's not East LA, San Fernando Valley, all the way, San Fernando Valley. Yeah. So anyway, my kids know that. I mean, we knew it, but we still walked our dogs, walked our kids, went outside, talked to people, yeah, no, I'm not afraid of any. It probably is like Toronto right now. Probably Anthony is like that. Hey, I dated somebody back in the day who was running guns in and out of Toronto. So I was a little girl. I didn't quite understand that. I'm not making excuses. But yeah, that shit was going on back then. Anytime you tell anybody no, it's like prohibition. They're going to do it, right? So, yeah. So anyway, that was kind of how Valley Girl. Then oh, Flo, then the San Fernando Valley. All of the areas, Burbank, down Glen Oaks, the other way down Glen. They have gangs of both kinds. It's so, let's see, grew up in LA, gangs have been going on since the 70s. Yeah, Adrian, there you go. It's just the way it is, right? I don't think Flo is a stripper, but she may have been when she was younger. Oh my God. Look at someone's like, love the Joker makeup. Wow, you suck. Who says that? Why don't you come to my face and say that shit? Who says that? Who says that? Like, are you fucked up? You're fucked up. Like seriously, if I took my makeup off, I bet you I look better than you do with no makeup on. So you can say whatever you want about the makeup, but a face is a face. So deal with it. Yeah. No, they're saying it because they're ugly. They're ugly. It's an ugly woman sitting back there, or an ugly man who has an ugly woman that he's married to. And she's probably very nice, but you probably made her ugly with your awful comments and your jealousy. Yeah, people are so fucked up. I don't know what to say. This is my day-to-day makeup. I just happened to throw what is that? Oh my God. I'm trying to think. Bronzer on because I use that. I bought this makeup off of TikTok that says that it changes to your skin color. Like if you have like a tan on your hand, you can put it on and it changes. So it's not a color. It's just a makeup that changes into your skin. It was a little bit light, so I put bronzer on. I don't know that it fully picked up. I put on that. Yeah. So that's why I put the bronzer on. But, yeah, he's an angry tiny dancer, right? With a small dick. Exactly. Because only people with little dicks talk that way. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what the fuck to say to you. I'm so curious on the internet though. I really am curious. Remember, I do not have a TikTok right now because they took my TikTok down. All of those people are not me. And I will never send an email that doesn't come from my website, okay? So my website is my name. I branded my name. I don't make up names like Flower Lily Tarot or whatever. I don't do that. Or whatever astrology, I use my name so that people can't take my name because that's what they do, okay? Right? That's what oh, look up the TikTok makeup on what is it called? It's in a pink, I just got it today. That's why I tried it. I washed my face and I tried it to see if I could see it picking the color up. Look up for the one tone TikTok makeup. Go on TikTok. I shouldn't be supporting that, but since they managed to send me an email through my blocked account to tell me that the makeup was in my PO box, I was like, all right. But it's they've been advertising it. It's like goes to your natural skin tone, supposedly. And they showed different women, like Asian skin, black skin, white skin, and it seemed to blend to everybody. So I thought I would try it. Yeah, we're probably going to jump. We jump all the time. We jump all the time. Hi from Alberta. Yeah, we jump all the time. Thank you all. And Flo is overly generous. Thank you so much. TikTok is obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. What I can tell you is P. Diddy is not going to be released from jail. Did you hear what P. Diddy was doing? Did you all hear this? Oh my God. So there's influencers on TikTok. I don't know who they are. I just was listening to them. And the influencers, and they might be on YouTube too, but the influencers were talking about whatever about P. Diddy, right? He was sending these two thugs, AKA Private Eyes Security, to these people's addresses. Thank you for that. To these people's addresses to ask them if they were being paid to say what they were saying. So that's a double-edged sword, because when you get a man showing up at your door, that's frightening because you don't know who the hell that is. Two of them that look like Beefy and start asking you questions, right? Oh, Northridge, there you go. So when that's scary, right? That would be scary to a dude. That would be scary to, everybody, right? But then they ask if you're getting paid. So they're doing two things. They're telling you they know how to find you even from jail, because these guys end up at your house. And then they're saying, we're going to use you as a person and check your income and drag you into court because we want to know if you're getting paid for saying this. So yeah, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's fucked up. You want to intimidate? So really, I mean, if you came to our old house, we'd open it with a shotgun, like through the screen door. What do you want? That's the way it is. Don't come to someone's house like that unannounced. Yeah, it is gang stalking. It's something. And how is he allowed to do this out of prison? That's what he's been doing. So they're hired thugs. They say they're private investigators, which you have to work through an agency for that, and you have to get a license. Like Bobby told me all that. You can hire people to be private investigators, but it has to be under your private investigation agency or your work thing, right? So who is the agency, Oh, he thinks he's above it. I know, he's a fucking bully. He's been a bully. He's a bully. And people are going to talk, and you've got 400 counts against you, you weirdo. And no, Trump isn't going to pardon him. People go, is Trump going to pardon him? I'm like, nobody in their right mind is pardoning him because he's got the evidence against all of them. So nobody is targeting, is going to free him. And then, oh my God, thank you for the super chat, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for that. Nobody's letting P. Diddy out of prison. He might get out till the trial. I don't know. But, that may happen. But it's interesting because did Ellen DeGeneres leave America? You know why she left America, right? It's not because of Trump. When they blame Trump, that's called scapegoating. For all you ladies and gentlemen that have been scapegoated in your life, you know what that is. That's scapegoating. I'm not saying Trump is good. I'm saying he is being used as a target to distract from the pedophilia, the videos, and the child trafficking that these people do and have left the country because they don't want those lists being released. That's the problem, okay? That's the problem. So that problem that's what it is, all right? So you understand that. That is the problem towards that. It doesn't matter if he's bad. Thank you for that. Oh my God, hold on. I have to just look at, I can't, wetlands. Oh, thank you for that, Maria. That's so kind. Thank you. You and Flo. There's so many generous people and it's totally helpful. It's so helpful. I so appreciate it. So helpful. I hope they release, and thank you so much for that. I hope they released, yes, the human trafficking. We can also call it the people that make our iPhones. I mean, I'm guilty of having an iPhone. The people that make our iPhones are also being human trafficked, just so we know. And we buy the iPhones. We pay 1,300, 15, whatever it is, and they're getting 30 cents an hour, and we think that that's okay. So it's not. They should release the Epstein list. They should do that. That's extremely important. That should be done. If that is not done, I don't know what to say. It is gang stalking. I hope Oprah falls. I think she's already falling. Everybody, let's see. Yeah, no, the scapegoating is over Trump. Some idiot is always going to be the president, okay? This one or that one, if you want to look at it that way. You're not leaving your country because of this doofus or that doofus. That's just not true. That is not true. That is a lie. So you are leaving for another reason, okay? You're leaving for another reason, and you know you're leaving for another reason, but you're trying to go like this. It's there. Beyonce should not be doing, what was she going to do? The Super Bowl or something? I don't know, whatever they hired her for. I don't know what to say. Yeah, they've all been real quiet because they're guilty. Some of them are pushed into it like that. I know. Of course, Hillary Clinton's on the list. I left Canada because I didn't like socialism. I'm not on any list as a trafficker, but thank you for that. It was a choice as a young adult for me to leave, and I've spent my life here 40 years, and I still go back and forth. They're saying they left and they're never coming back, and it's under different circumstances. If you can't, like, make a distinction between apples and oranges, I don't know what to tell you. You left Canada. Yeah, but I didn't leave because of actually who the prime minister was. The entire country is socialist. I never said anything about who was in charge at the time. I can't even remember. It was another guy in charge, I think, when I left. I can't actually remember. It might have been the older Trudeau, but it was the guy in between. Anthony, help me out, was who was in office in 81. I can't remember. But the people here are the ones that are leaving because of what is on their, I know, right? It's because of what is on camera with them. You're not going to find video of me hurting children. So you go ahead and do what you got to do. You're not going to find any video like that. Ever. Ever, ever. No, I'm talking about in Canada. Al Gore wasn't in Canada. Older Trudeau, it might have been Pierre Trudeau. I don't even know who it was at the time. But yeah, you're not going to find me on any video. So nice try trying to twist that. Let me be passive aggressive and try to twist it. You know why I'm so defensive? Because all day long I hear bullshit like this. Bullshit from people trying to twist shit. So I'm going to sock you in the face so you learn not to speak that way to me. You know what I mean? Ah, Brian Mulrooney. Thank you. There you go. That's who I was trying to think of. I was like, wait, there's someone else in there. It was Trudeau, Mulrooney, Trudeau, I think, but don't quote me. It's something like that. Yeah. So anyway, that's, you know, like, don't try to twist one into the other. Hey, I have a friend that decorated Ellen DeGeneres' house and other people's houses of said nature, you know, Jay-Z, all of those stuff. And those people have huge mansions here, the real mansions, huge, like $70 million houses. Why exactly are you leaving to go to the UK? What's going on in the UK that you want to go there? Do you have maybe access to other countries? You know? Oh, she's down there on the floor. She's causing trouble down there. Lou. There she is. She's down there. She's been fed. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for the super chats. Thank you so much, you guys. I do have a class. Yeah, I know they moved out of the country right now at this time. They're not 20. They've been settled here for years. They work at NBC. They go down there. They do that. Why? Why? Yeah, Lou's been up in arms. She's causing kerfuffles over there. Yeah, it's so strange, right? So yeah, very strange. Very strange. Anyway, I am going to have to get someone to kick these trolls off of here because they're so annoying. Like, what's with your troll comments? Hi, I have no life, so I'm a troll. Yeah. So anyway, remember, my TikTok has been taken down. My TikTok is not open. The only name I use on social media is Sloan Bella. I may open a TikTok under a different name, which I will announce on here. Not a different name. My name with something else added to it, but I haven't done that yet. Thank you for blocking them. I haven't done that yet. So I did open the text questions again. I've got 5 more people. You're on the list. I'm late. I'm answering them by tomorrow. 5 more people. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I've refunded the money to the people who didn't get their readings because my calendar, for whatever reason, the software, you paid for it, but we couldn't find it. So I've sent that back. I am never trying to keep your money. I don't want your money other than if I work for your money. So keep that straight. And I also opened the email charts. So they're emailed report charts, not me speaking report charts. Now I'm holding a pen like a government. No, I just found the pen. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you guys. I know there's so many. I know they want to say stupid stuff. They're probably all family members. I mean, let's be serious. I will see you. I am off to torture myself in another class. I booked my really fun adventure with the aerial girls, and I have my fun adventure with the fire girls. So there's 2 different trips going on in the coming year, which is going to be super fun. Anyway, I'm just happy to be included because it keeps me busy and on the move. All right, you guys, over and out. Remember, that is not me on TikTok. Do not give them money. It is not me. I do not ask people for readings. You can come to my website, and if my books are open, they're open, which they might be in a few days. I don't know. But if they're open, they're open. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can purchase a reading from me is through sloanbella.com. That's it. I do not email you. I do not text you unless we're already texting about the reading, obviously. So yeah, that's it. All right, you guys, peace out. Mwah. Thank you all for the super chats. That's beautiful. Thank you. I'm a troll. I can't even. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. Okay, have a good night, y'all. Look, orange man bad, right? I think it's the makeup. I can see like a different line here. So I don't know if the makeup works exactly, but you could try it. It's like heat something makeup. I just tried it. I had to try it because it was makeup. I had to. Okay, bye you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Remember, it's Christmas. Start cutting back on and Thanksgiving. Start cutting back on your calories. Take out 200 calories a day and ditch it because you're going to want to eat pie and stuff. And you don't want to say, I gained 20 pounds or I gained 10 pounds or I gained 7 pounds because it'll make you upset. So don't gain the weight. Start cutting out your calories now. Go a little bit underweight. Scooch back a teeny bit. And then eat your cake on that day, right? So there. Okay, bye, you guys.